Hey everyone, my name is Diana and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a makeup look that I always kind of go to, like my go-to makeup look. I already went ahead and did my skincare and I moisturized my skin with the Wishful honey balm. I'm almost done. It's like oily base, but it's not oily. It feels good on the skin, so I already used that. So I am gonna prime my face. I'm gonna use the Milk Hydro primer. I'm almost out. It's like my second bottle. I'm gonna buy the big one soon. So I do use like 2 pumps or so, but since I'm almost out, I'm not gonna use a lot. So for my second primer, I'm gonna use the can't pronounce this, Olehenriksen primer. I don't really use it to for the priming effect. I use it for the glow that it gives you. It's like a golden glow. Starting on my makeup, I am dry, so I basically do all these steps just to keep my face hydrated. So I use like a pump and a half. I put it mainly all over my face, not my forehead. See, okay, so I'm gonna start with my foundation. I use the Infallible Pro Matte in the shade 107, and the sponge, I've been using the e.l.f. one just because it's so little and perfect for my face right now. So I go like this, and I do sections at a time just because it is like a matte foundation. I don't want it to dry on my face, and then by the time I'm trying to blend it, it's dried up. But so far this foundation, I have seen that even if I put the foundation on my skin, it'll still blend. But I don't know, I feel like I could tell when it starts looking a little patchy. So I want to say this foundation is like a full medium to full coverage. It feels good on the skin. You kind of don't really feel it on your skin, and it is like a matte foundation too. So this is how the foundation looks. You can still kind of see my skin, but it looks better. So I'm gonna go in with the Dose of Color concealer in the shade 17, and this shade, it's kind of, I'm out of breath, I don't know why. This concealer is a little tad bit light, but right now I have been liking the I have been liking the light under eye. So I think it looks pretty, so I put this much. Same thing with my foundation, I do light parts. So with this, it does kind of dry, so I do one eye at a time. Same sponge. See, it's bright under the eye. I just look awake. It does look a little light, but I like it at this moment. I feel like it looks nice once I do all my makeup. So I'm out of breath. I don't know. I'm out of breath. I don't know why. So I can't talk. So for contour, I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Photofocus Stick Foundation in the color Almond. And I use this for my contour. Okay, so I'm gonna use the contour and just put it under my cheek and use the brush. I feel like the lighting changed. And this contour stick, it's like a foundation, so it blends really good just because, you know, it's a foundation, so it's gonna blend really good to your face. I have tried the foundation too. That was like my go-to at that time. I like it's been like a couple months already. I was using the foundation stick, and then I put it on the same, put on my cheek. Okay, so I add a little too much. And then I put it on my forehead too. Once I'm done putting the bronzer on my forehead and my cheeks, I do put it on my nose. And I guess try to like contour it. And I use the other side of the brush. Oh wow, look at how slanted it is. What the fuck? It's okay. And like with this, I do go back and forth just because I never have a problem, well, with this, you know, product on my nose. So I go like this. So once I'm done doing that, I go in with my not liquid, but like yeah, I guess you could say it's like a liquid because it's not a cream. It's like a cream blush, and it's in the shade, I can't say it, I can't pronounce it. It's called Entrance, I don't know, but it's in this brand. I'll try to like link it, I guess, or put it under the description. Whew, I'm out of breath, I don't know why. And I am going to use the Sculpting Dual Brush, same thing as the e.l.f. one. It's like double-ended, I guess. But this is like kind of more flatter, more pointy on the tip. And I use this for my liquid blush. So whatever's on the cap, I just go like this. And then whatever I have on the brush, I just tap it, just because sometimes like if I go straight in, you know, it kind of like leaves like the mark of where, you know, I laid the blush on, and then it's hard to, it's not hard to blend. It's just that the fact that my foundation is matte, and then like it's pretty much like if my face is already set in place and I'm going in with creams, and that's why it kind of like makes like, it kind of like interferes, I guess, with the liquids, with the creams, like my bronzer and like the blush. But as long as I tap it behind my hand and then, you know, spread it on my cheeks, it spreads good. It's like a pinky, I don't know, it's like this color is like right now it looks like a lot, but I'm telling you, once I put my powders, it's gonna be like more muted. It's like nice color. It's like like I'm blushing, you know, like I got sunburn in the sun, you know, I got a little sunburn on this, like in the sun. It's cute. And I do love blush, so I do put a lot, but also it does get, you know, muted out once I put my powders on. And I do have some big old cheeks, so I do put a lot of blush. It looks like this. It's a little too much right now, but it's okay. So I am going to now set my my creams or my, you know, my face. So I'm gonna go back with my little sponge to blend out my concealer. So once my under eye is all blended out, I do go in with the Mercier translucent powder. And I used to bake a lot. Well, I do bake my face when it's like, you know, really, really hot, just because my makeup kind of melts if I don't. But right now, because it is kind of getting cold, I just set my face. Like, once I, you know, like put the sponge under my eye with the powder, I kind of like blend it out. So like this much, and then I try not to put too much because lately my under eyes have been a little dry, and I do put like under eye cream, but they have been a little dry. But also, like, I sometimes don't crease, but lately I have been creasing, so I don't know, my skin is all over the place right now. So I noticed with this powder, like, it is translucent, I guess, but I guess on my skin tone, like, you can still, it looks a little light, you know? So I feel like it kind of brightens under my eye a little bit more. And my concealer is already, like, you know, like a little bright under the eye. So I feel like this powder makes my under eye a little more brighter. Sometimes it is a little too much, but it's okay. I kind of go in with my face powder to set my whole face. I go in with my MAC Studio Fix foundation powder, or whatever powder. It's like a regular powder, in my shade, I guess, but it is a little tad bit orangey, dark, just because I was this shade like during this, like, you know, summer, but during like the time that it gets kind of starts getting cold, and like, you know, like you don't really get a lot of sun, it does look a little dark, a little bit. But since I, you know, my foundation and my under eyes are a little tiny bit light on me, well, they're kind of, it's kind of light. It kind of fits perfect, just because, you know, it's toning down my whole entire face. So I feel like at this moment, like, you know, it's a good shade with my, you know, foundation and stuff. So I just grab a big brush, and I just, when I put the powder, I lightly, like, I'm like going like that, like I'm like lightly, just because I don't want to ruin the foundation. And then once I'm, you know, I added some color to my face, I add the loose powder, like a little bit, kind of like also powdering my face, but also like to like also I feel like I said also wrong. I mean, it's funny. And I just grab a little bit, and then just to set my face, like barely anything. See, like, you even could see like on my skin, like it's barely on there, and I'm just like tapping it, and then I'm telling you, like, I do so many like little well, I think it's a lot, you know, like so many like little process and little steps, but I feel like it makes a difference, you know, if you do these little steps. So I'm adding a lot you know, on my brush. And it might feel like it's a lot of powder, but once you set it, it's gonna be like, it's gonna like melt together. And then plus I feel like I have to do these steps just because I'm used to it, and like, you know, it's like, I don't know, I'm used to it. Like, even if my skin is super dry, I feel like I will still have to like do certain steps to make my foundation, you know, like look like it's my shade or whatever. And then just tap it on my forehead, kind of like in the center here, my eyebrow, and then all over my forehead. And once I'm done setting my whole entire face, I'm gonna set my nose. Same thing, grab this powder and then grab a little bit of the setting powder, and then just like press it on my nose, just because throughout the day too my nose just get a little oily, and I hate it because like I'm like, you know, like done with my makeup and everything, like I'm done doing my hair and like ready to go, like my freaking nose or my, just like I start getting shiny. And there's times like I don't set my face because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get oily, you know, and it's gonna be like, okay, if I don't set it because my oils are gonna peek through. But obviously I look dry too, you know, and then once my oils peek through, like it's like not enough to make my whole face look like, you know, like hydrated, I guess. Okay, so once I'm done powdering my face, and I do take forever doing my makeup, and the trick that I do sometimes if I feel like my nose or my cheeks look like my pores are like popping out, like I always go with the sponge and like get the loose powder and kind of like press on it to like, you know, make my pores less visible, I guess. But right now my pores are not really popping out too much. So once I'm done with my face, I do my eyebrows. I have been doing my eyebrows first and then foundation, but I feel like if I started my eyebrows and then my foundation, I feel like I'll look funny with just my eyebrows on, since I do kind of make them not intense, but they look intense without, you know, anything on my face. It's just eyebrows. So I was like, let me just do my foundation and then my eyebrows so I won't look weird. So I do, oh yeah, I'm gonna set my face with the Milani Make It Last. So I guess I go in with the thin layer. I just, you know, I spray my face and then I do spray it later on again, just so everything can melt, and you know, so you won't look too cakey. Okay, so I'm back with my eyebrows, and I went ahead and used the Precise My Brow pencil in the shade 3.5. Then I went in with the Anastasia soft brown pomade. So I pretty much like, you know, drawing the eyebrows and then filled in with this. And then sometimes I will go in with the brow powder from Benefit 2 in the shade 3. And like just to fill in the center if I want it to be more like, you know, natural. But today I just used the Anastasia and the Benefit. And to conceal my eyebrows, I used this little concealer brush, the same one I use for the same brush that I used to to spread my foundation. I use this, and same concealer, Dose of Color in the shade 17, just to carve the bottom out. And then to blend the concealer, I use this brush. So I wanted to show you guys also how I set my eyebrows, just because if I wanted to just leave it like that, I could, but I do want my eyebrows to be a little less dark. So I use the loose powder, and I grab just like a small fluffy brush, and just grab it like a little bit of, not a little bit, but like enough powder. And then I'm gonna press it, and I'm pretty much also setting the eyebrows, but I'm also like lightening them because they look a little like harsh and a little too dark for me. I guess just depending on my mood, if I want them to look a little dark, even if like I do this part, they might still look a little dark, but that's just how I like them. So right now, if you could tell, this is, you know, normal. This is kind of like, you know, toned down. It does look a little gray, but it's just because the powder is still on there. And I just grab the brush and then just blend, just lightly blend. I mean, just lightly, you know, take off the powder. So once I'm done with my, you know, setting the eyebrows, I go in with the brow glue from NYX. And then for my eyes, I'm gonna use the All About That Base primer in the shade Nude. It's from J.cat Beauty, I think it's called. So I just add a little bit and use this brush, just any brush that you have, just to blend out the primer. And then I'm gonna set the eyebrows just very lightly, just so with it, when I go in with the bronzer, it just glides, you know, good. So once I'm done setting my my eyelids, I'm gonna go ahead and use my bronzer to do my eyes, just bronzer for like my eyeshadow. And I'm gonna use my Alamar Cosmetics, I think it's like in the shade medium for the palette. You know what, before doing my eyes, I'm gonna use this shade, the middle shade, for my bronzer. I forgot to bronze my face, even though it looks like I already have my blush because of the, you know, the cream. I still bronze my face. I'm gonna bronze my forehead just a little bit, and I use this brush, just like a fluffy brush. I use the middle shade and just to set my forehead, because I did set my whole entire face, but this is just to bring color back to where I contour. And I'm gonna put some on my cheek. I use my, it's like a little fluffy brush, same color, for my nose, just to bring the color back. I'm actually gonna use the same brush for my eyes. Today I'm just gonna do like a normal normal eyelid. I mean, just like a normal bronzed eye, just like with the, what's it called, just with the bronzer. So this brush, it is a little big, but it's kind of fluffy, and it fits perfect on my eye. So I just go back and forth, and I do kind of like keep, you know, going back and forth with the middle shade to pick up color, and then just to like make it more intense. And then I'm gonna go with the other eye. Since it is pretty big, I just go like this to blend out the product. And I always drag my eyeshadow or whatever bronzer like this, just so I could like elongate my eyes, I guess. Once it looks like everything's blended out, this is pretty much how it looks. A little bit, just like a little color, you know, just a little eyeshadow on your eye, I guess. Grab like a smaller, just like a flat fluffy brush, same color, and then just like put it under my eye. So once I'm done putting the bronzer under my eye, and I do put it like kind of like messy so it won't look too like perfect, I just blend it, This is something you could do that I recently started doing, kind of. I started putting eyeliner, which I suck at. So I use the Ultra Black Wet n Wild Makeup-Proof. I like it. I do like it. I think it's like $4, I think, or $6. It's super cheap. So I'm gonna try to do my eyeliner. Like I said, I'm still kind of like starting to do eyeliner, so I still need practice, but this is pretty much how I've been doing it. It's always different, you know, but let me show you. And I like this little pencil, or not pencil, this eyeliner pen, just because, you know, you could just draw it in and it's like easier. My left side is always hard. My right side is always easier than the left side. I messed up. And I'm just pretty much doing the eyeliner just to like pretty much hide the eyelashes, like not hide the eyelashes, but so my lashes could look good. Oh my god, I'm fucking up. Oh, fuck. That's what happens when you're talking and doing your eyeliner. Okay, let's pretend that little part's not messed up. Hopefully the lashes hide it, you know? Oh my god, it's already fucked up. Okay, so for the wing, I'm pretty much like following the natural like line. So wherever like my eye, like I don't know, wherever it stops, I just flick it up. It looks horrible. It looks horrible. I can't really see. Let me turn it off. I turn off the light because I have a light. If I look down, it looks ugly, but this one's going like through. It's going through. But once I put my lashes on, I feel like let me turn the light back on. It's fine. And then let's just move on. Let's put mascara. So I curl my lashes and then I use the lash, this brand. It's the Maybelline mascara. So let me just curl my lashes and put mascara on, and I'll be back with my eyelashes. Eyelashes, I don't know the brand. I bought it at the 99 cent store. It's like I think it's called Yoni. No, not Yoni. What's it called? I don't know. It's like a 99 store brand. But I saw them on TikTok and I was like, oh, let me try some, and I actually like them, but I don't know the name of the style. And they have been my everyday lashes so far. I want to just let you guys know that I use the Kiss eyelash glue for my eyelashes, because I have freaking watery eyes. This eyelash doesn't make my this eyelash glue doesn't make my eyes watery, and I like it so far. I've been using it for like, I think like a year or even more, I don't know, but this is like my go-to eyelash glue when I do put eyelashes. So I'm gonna put my eyelashes on and then I'll be back when I'm all done with my hair. So this is the makeup look. Ignore the eyeliner, it's a mess. But I went ahead and lined my lips with the NYX Nutmeg. I just went ahead and, you know, lined my lips with it, and then I filled in the whole entire lip with the MAC Cosmetics. It's called the Bronx. Thank you guys for watching my video. Thank you for seeing how I do my my go-to makeup look. If I do decide to, you know, do my makeup, you know, what do you guys want to see next? Thank you for watching. Bye.